One. A lot more to come. Shout out our fans. Absolutely incredible. Thank you guys for showing up, showing love to all my teammates. We appreciate you. More to come.
The Chicago Sky felt the impact of Caitlin Clark's long-anticipated return after a 7-month absence. In her WNBA season debut, Clark delivered a record-setting triple-double, an unprecedented performance for a season opener that powered the Indiana Fever to a commanding 5-point victory. The message was clear. True talent can't be kept off the court for long.
To make this rivalry come back, this manufactured rivalry, which, by the way, you guys, the Indiana Fever beat the Sky by nearly 40 points. They won 93-58.
The Chicago Sky had no answer for Caitlin Clark's stunning debut, Aliyah Boston's dominance, or the Fever's lockdown defense that held the Sky to just 29% shooting. Angel Reese grabbed 17 rebounds, but it wasn't enough. Her team looked outmatched. Clark's historic triple-double set the tone, and the Fever sent a clear message. They're here to compete.
Regular season is here, and we have no more time for flirting, folks. We have no more time. It's time to get serious about our business. And Caitlin Clark handled her business game 1. 20, 10, and 10. 20, 10, and 10. Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, what do the kids say? Belt to ass. Oh yeah. La cucaracha, la cucaracha. Indiana Fever destroy, obliterate, run out of the gym the Chicago Sky. 93-58.
Caitlin Clark waited 7 long months since her last pro game, months filled with doubt, criticism, and questions about her growth in year 2. Meanwhile, Angel Reese stayed vocal. But when the moment arrived, Clark didn't just answer. She delivered in dominant fashion, silencing critics and making her impact undeniable.
Does it feel like it's been an eternity since you played a game that counted? Or does it feel now that it's gone by fast?
It feels like it's gone by fast, yeah. Which I didn't know going into the offseason of how exactly it would feel. I feel like just yesterday it was January and I was itching for like this first game. I was like thinking about this moment, and I mean, you think it will take a long time to get there, but it doesn't. If you just, stay consistent in what you do and follow your routines and, you stay busy, it comes pretty fast. But yeah, it didn't feel slow. I feel like this moment has raced up on us.
Meanwhile, questions surrounded Clark. Could she withstand the physical play, cut down on turnovers, and lead the Fever toward contention? As the doubts grew louder, Clark stayed focused, quietly preparing to deliver a statement the league couldn't ignore.
Excited to play, excited to get out there and play. I think it's different when it's the first one of the season. Like, you just are really amped up to get out there. A little anxiousness, but nothing I haven't experienced before. I think more than anything, just excited. I think once you eventually get in the building and you get here and you get in your routine of preparing for the game, you're pretty locked in. And honestly, I'm ready to go play right now. Forget warm-ups.
Clark showed glimpses of brilliance, but also dealt with leg issues that occasionally kept her off the court. Critics were poised to react if she faltered in her regular season debut. And waiting on the other side, Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky. But let's be clear, only Reese and the media view this as a rivalry. Clark's only focus was on winning.
Rivalry is great for sport. Like, I understand that. I grew up loving rivalries. Like, I grew up in Iowa State. That's like a pro matchup in the state of Iowa. Like, I understand that. Or whether it was my high school team, like, I still hate our rival high school, Valley High School. Sorry, I'm sure there's a lot of people from Valley High School that love me and support me now. I appreciate that, and I appreciate you guys, but I wasn't your biggest fan. I didn't like the Tigers growing up. So my parents, my grandfather was the football coach growing up, and Valley was our biggest rival. It was the biggest class in Iowa. And I was taught to, growing up, if we were driving by the high school, to hold my breath because I couldn't breathe that air.
From the opening minutes, it was clear Clark had evolved. The hesitation from her rookie season was gone. No more second-guessing or overanalyzing. She played with the confidence and freedom reminiscent of her Iowa days, as if she had finally stepped fully into her potential. No one expected this version of Caitlin Clark. By halftime, the Fever were up 19, and Clark was closing in on history. What was supposed to be a close matchup turned into her personal showcase. In the fourth, She sealed a historic triple-double with 20 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds. Clark didn't just show up, she dominated. With precise passing and clutch scoring, Caitlin Clark made it clear the 7-month break only fueled her drive. She didn't just come back, she stepped up. For Angel Reese and the Chicago Sky, it was a tough night from start to finish.
Anything, like as a player, you approach the game the same every single time, or you should. That's how you should approach every single game. You prepare the same way, you come ready to play, whether it's the team that's last in the league or the team that's first in the league, it doesn't matter. I think for the fans, it's great. They love it. And I mean, Chicago is the closest team to us. You know, we bus there usually, so I get it geographically. But I think for our team and our group, it's, you know, we prepare the same way every single game. But I expect today to be an awesome.
Caitlin Clark shined on offense, but the real shock was the Fever's lockdown defense. Chicago expected a shootout, but instead found themselves stifled by a relentless, suffocating defense they weren't ready for. Every shot was contested, passing lanes blocked, and drives met with heavy resistance. The Chicago players struggled to find rhythm or space, overwhelmed by the Fever's relentless defense.
Hey, y'all. Hey, good stuff. Okay, we did a lot of really good things. I thought our defense was really good, and when we had lapses, we played through possessions. All right, so we made things happen. Overall, just hell of an effort.
Aliyah Boston dominated the paint with 5 blocks, shutting down Camila Cardoso. Chicago shot just 29.1% overall and 22.2% from 3. Off the bench, Lexi Hull added 9 points and 9 rebounds, fueling the Fever's tough defense.
Quarters under 20, holding the team under 20. Steph said it, we were relentless, we played through possessions, but that physicality and that relentlessness, possession after possession, wears on a team. And then that was the entire game. They were feeling us every cut. We were talking, we were communicating, we were flying around, deflection.
Despite Angel Reese's strong rebounding, the Chicago Sky couldn't find their shot because the Fever's defense was perfectly coordinated. Boston and Clark combined for 9 blocks, but it wasn't just individual effort. The Fever communicated, rotated, and helped each other seamlessly. By the fourth quarter, Chicago was visibly broken, committing 17 turnovers, many unforced due to the relentless pressure. They struggled to run even basic offensive plays against Indiana's lockdown defense. What began as a game quickly became a statement. The Indiana Fever weren't just Caitlin Clark with a supporting cast. They were a complete team, suffocating opponents on defense and proving they're serious contenders this season.
In transition. Clark, oh, what a look! And Hull lays it in.
Be the biggest news for the next 3 months. So let's talk about Caitlin Clark's hard foul on Angel. Essentially, Angel Reese gets the ball. Caitlin Clark goes over, does a hard foul, commits a hard foul on Angel Reese. She falls to the ground. After that, Angel Reese gets up. She's feeling super spicy. She's charging at Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is walking away. Aliyah Boston steps in and kind of stops Angel Reese. Courtney Vandersloot also steps in.
When you really watch the replay, something feels off. Angel came charging in like she wanted smoke, like she was ready to throw down. But here's the thing. If she really wanted to confront Caitlin, what was stopping her? Nothing. That reaction, the body language, it felt forced. Like she was putting on a performance. Fake tough, fake angry. And let's be honest, from that moment on, Angel Reese disappeared. Her impact on the game, gone. Caitlin, she was in her zone. It's like Clark didn't just eat the foul. She took over the moment, mentally and physically. So now the big question is, was that fire from Reese real? or just for show?
Nasty. Back-to-back quarters with 13 points. Couldn't even get a quarter over 18 points. Oh, Chicago Sky, I had you overrated. Oh, how I overestimated what I would see from the Chicago Sky. The Indiana Fever took care of business.
And the second free throw to Passer. And Tawana Bonner sits alone in third place.
Wanted to open out the season, start off the season, letting everybody know this is a new team. And we have one goal. Did we play our best game today? I would say we didn't. The fact that we didn't play our best game and we still destroyed the Chicago Sky, gotta feel good about that. No Sophie Cunningham in the lineup. Arguably the first person coming off the bench for us. Not arguably, most likely the first person coming off the bench for us. No Sophie Cunningham. And we destroyed the Chicago Sky.
Let's look at these box scores really quick. So Aaliyah Boston, 19 points, 13 rebounds. DB, 7 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. So Tawana Bonner also just moved up to number 3 on the WNBA's all-time leading scorers list. And that was actually probably my favorite part of the entire game. Like, that was such a cool moment. She stayed in a little bit later in the fourth quarter when they didn't need her anymore. They were up 30 points, but I was so happy that she got that moment. She hit 2 clutch free throws. Now she is number 3. That's such a huge accomplishment, and I'm glad that DB is getting her flowers. Natasha Howard, 15 points, 5 rebounds. Kelsey Mitchell, 15 points. Caitlin Clark recorded a triple-double, 20 points, 10 assists, and 10 rebounds.
We were disruptive. I thought we came with a level of physicality. Anytime you can keep a team in this league to under 20 points in quarters, that's important. They didn't get a lot of clean catch and looks. Look, it wasn't perfect, but we played through our deficiencies. We played through our lapses in coverage. We played through mismatches, and we played with multiple levels of effort. And that's what.
DB, congratulations.